Bad. This
That was
black
wild.
flag that we talking about, bro. Real talk. I love it. I love the idea of it, homie. Do you really feel like it's gonna manifest as something real, or do you just feel like it's at this point it's all talk? Because I'm on it. I'm with you, but it seemed like as a whole, man, it's looking. The more and more we kind of get on here,
It's like niggas is like a lost cause.
yeah, bro. I feel like it's like a gift and curse being black sometimes, bro. Like I love us. I love the impact we make on this world, but I feel like sometimes, homie, our code it don't mean much to us.
You got to think. It's never gonna be everybody. It's the key is like-minded. You'll never get everybody. Everybody's living different lives.
Understandable, bro.
Everybody's in their own world, so you got to get the people that's like-minded with the world that you in, and that's the movement. You even look at the whites; they not all on one accord.
Yeah, but they also have the juice to kind of get the ones on accord, right?
No, they got the ones on accord that matter. The rest that don't, they out here lost in the sauce like everybody else.
So how do we find the ones that matter then amongst us?
Same way they doing it.
How they
you
doing
network,
it?
you
Network,
socialize,
okay.
you build these groups, you pull your resources together.
I agree.
You build programs together, then you make connections. You get your phone book powerful.
And not diss each other and call it a play, right?
I mean, you could do that if you want, if that's what your content is about. Like I said, everybody in a different world. Them over there, people like that world, and they conquer that world. So that's what they do. Over here, it's totally different.
I just think for the most part, sometimes what I'm assuming what Short is getting at, most people are on one accord. Like some things don't even have to be spoken on, like how we talked about versus if it's a white person hiring and it's a white and a black, for the most part, they're gonna hire their race first. Or just small things. You walk into somebody in a grocery store, a white person is gonna be quicker to help or help their own before they do anything or guide you. Even in the store of asking for help. Some people just don't even acknowledge your ass. And then you get some that's they excited to see you. So I just think on every skill, every level, but I just think it goes back to just like what you were saying, it's the consciousness. We have to get back to a point of just especially how we present ourselves in the media, I believe. That's where it started a lot. That's where a lot of things is being affected. A lot of people are seeing that. And the way we carry ourselves is how they've been treating us a certain way. They've been showing us a lot like they don't fuck with us, and niggas just don't get it, I guess.
Well, you don't control your image when you don't control the media that's portraying your image. So that's another thing. That's where ownership comes in at. You don't own the media that's painting you in a certain light. You can't control the way they...
Come on, that's bad pod, dog. See, you talk about pod etiquette, and this motherfucker didn't put his phone on silent, man.
Nigga, your phone just rang in the beginning of the episode twice.
That was an alarm.
That's
These
even worse
niggas trying to get on me.
That was prayer time. That was me the time to pray.
Etiquette.
That was for me the time to pray. But I'm busy podcasting with my bros.
I'll say like this. I give our people more grace because there's been no other race on the planet who's had their entire identity stolen, remixed, and erased. So when we comparing to other races, they didn't deal with what we dealt with. We could say the white people who try to destroy their history.
I get it.
I thought you don't leave no excuses.
Yeah, I'm about to say, not like that. But we passed all that now, bro.
No, it's not an excuse.
It is. It's an excuse now, bro. This is the age of information where we got everything now right here at the fingertips of our hands. We know better that only person that's going to save us is us. Like the grocery store thing. It's been times where I'm in the grocery store, non-blacks people are, hey, what's up? How you doing? How you doing, sir? Yada, yada, yada. I see somebody who look exactly just like me as a threat, sizing me up, and we ain't even spoke one word to each other. When we go get that out of our system, bro, well, we need each other, bro, at the end of the day, man. A fist ain't nothing if all the fingers is out like this. Once we close them up together and be unison, now we're powerful, bro. At that point, man, how do we preach that as a whole, bro? It don't even matter where I'm from, East Coast, West Coast, gang bang, whatever the case may be. Black men, we need to have respect for one another and love for one another.
I agree with what you're saying, but I also know the reality, and I also know that's a big part of the reality. We could call it excuses, but it's actual fact. If you were to put the conditions that was put on us on any other race, they probably wouldn't even exist. So the fact that we still here and thriving says a lot. We see what happened when the stock market crashed. You had these same races that we praise about being together, whacking their own family. We just had one of them just deplete their whole family in Lakewood the other day. Off this wife, off this daughter, then off this self. So they don't be as together as we think. They're controlling their image in the media. So a lot of that be us on the outside peeking in, thinking it's all peaches until you actually get in and you realize, man, they really ain't that different than us. Only difference is the ones that count and matter, they're in positions. The ones that count and matter for us, they're not in those same positions. So we think like, oh man, we so fucked up. But just really think about everything we've been through since the transatlantic slave whole, that whole history. And even that history, where them slave ships at?
Well,
Where them slave ships at? How was you able to get that many slaves from a whole nother continent and bring them here and keep them alive and get like that shit? You start really breaking that story down, that don't even make sense.
so you saying we were already here?
For sure we was already here. Absolutely. You go look at any document. Matter of fact, you go look at the description of an Indian from when they first started talking about Indians. The description was niggas.
So are black people niggas or are we Indians or Jews? Because it's like I always hear both. We the chosen ones and we the Indians. So which one is it?
This the thing. You go to Africa, right? Biggest continent in the world.
Mhm.
They got 1,000 different tribes, but they
For
all the
sure.
same color. Same thing. Yeah, you might have had people here that was indigenous, and you might have had people over there that was the tribes of, the 12 tribes. The real Jews are have you per se. That don't make it untrue because it's different. Over here, you got Egyptians. They was dark on that wall in the pyramids.
They definitely were.
On the opposite side of the world, you
No
still had
pale.
niggas. They're in two different locations though. Do that make them untrue? Nah, it's just different cultures. The way I see it.